Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In my name Nima Dudufani. I'm from PBI Terisi Denpasar and my name 2011171006. And this video, I want to tell you about the educational management and the theory about the educational management theory. And I will start the presentation. The number one material about the definition of education management. Educational management is form of cooperation between educational practice in order to achieve a predetermined additional target, to create and maintain a environment in educational institution that is good, able to support, promote, and maintain effective and efficient learning. And the second about the educational management function. Educational management functions are the basic elements that will always exist and are inherent in the management process that will be used as a reference by managers in carrying out educational activities to achieve effective and efficient goals. And the additional management function number one about the planning. Planning the function is an activity to determine what work must be done by a group in order to achieve the goals that have been outlined. Planning includes decision making, including the selection of decision alternatives. In practice, planning requires thinking about everything that will be done, such as why and what is involved and responsible for the work. And the second about the organizing. Organizing in the process of dividing work into smaller tasks, assigning to tasks according to their abilities, allocation, resources, and realizing organizational goals. Organizing the division of tasks in adjusted to the abilities and expertise of the person holding the tasks. For example, in education, the division of tasks of teachers in the pile of study being taught must be in accordance with their abilities and educational background. And number third, briefing. Briefing direction is intended to guide subordinates to become employees who have adequate knowledge and expertise and can work efficiently to achieve the goals set by organization. Basically, direction with motivation, communication, group dynamics, and leadership. And the last about the supervision. Supervision is needed to see and to what extent the result had been achieved. Supervision can also be interpreted or equated with control, which is needed to ensure that an activity or the next material about the objectives of education management. The purpose of education management is the creation of equitable, quality, relevant, and accountable educational planning, increasing the positive impacts of education, overcoming the quality of education because quality problems are caused by its management. In addition, the goal is to create an active, creative, and effective learning atmosphere and learning process so that a fun and meaningful learning process will be produced for students and educators alike. About the next material, about the educational theory. Number one, behaviorism theory. Behaviorism theory is based on observable change in behavior. Therefore, this school tries to explain in learning how the environment influences behavior change. In this flow, behavior in learning will change if there is a stimulus and response. In the flow of behavior, another important factor is reinforcement, normally that can strengthen than response. And the second about the cognitivism theory. This school explains how learning occurs and explain naturally the internal mental activities within us. Therefore, in the flow of cognitivism is more concerned with the learning process than the learning outcomes themselves. The figures of the flow of cognitivism are Piaget, Brunner, and Ausubel. And the number 3 about the constructivism theory. View is very important role of students to be able to build constructive habits of mind. In order to student to have the habit of thinking, it takes freedom and a learning attitude. And the last about the humanistic learning theory. In short, Sukaja concludes that the humanistic approach in education emphasizes positive development, an approach that focuses on human potential to seek and discover the abilities they have and develop those abilities. In humanistic theory, learning is considered successful in the learner understand his environment and himself. Okay, and the next material about the management theory. What is the management theory? Management theory is a collection of ideas that recommend general rules about how to manage an organization or business. Management theory discusses how supervisors implement strategies and achieve organizational goals and how they motivate employees to perform at their highest abilities. And the next material about the theories that support education management. Number 1, classical theory. Classical theory assumes that workers or humans are rational, think logically, and work is something that is expected. Although this theory has advantages in achieving organizational efficiency, nowadays it is not widely developed because it is no longer in accordance with the development of an increasingly global era. The benchmarks or classical theory are no longer sufficient for the increasingly turbulent influence of globalization. So the neoclassical theory emerged. An example in this theory is the importance of managers maintaining formal authority, but no employers are increasingly educated so that they are less able to receive formal authority. And the second about the neoclassical theory. This theory arises because managers have weakness with classical theory. This theory assumes that humans are social creatures by actualizing themselves. The leaders of this school state that the essence of the organization is cooperation. Management can work efficiently and survive if the goals of the organization and the needs of individuals who work are maintained properly. And the last about the modern theory. The assumptions used in the people are different and change about their needs, reaction, action according to the environment. Management is seen as a system based on the assumption that the organization is an open system and that organizational goals are dependent. Modern theory holds that organizations are open and complex. System analysis, system design, and management provide guidance in operating the system approach, with all their main elements that seek to recognize the essence of the integration of various elements in solving complex problems, including education. Okay, that's all about me the presentation. Thank you guys, thank you for watching this video, and see you the next video. Thank you, bye bye.